everybody, and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here, and today we're going to talk about the cosmetic potential for the Sadako Rising chapter releasing tomorrow. I know it's a little late in the day, but I couldn't stop thinking about this all night. In fact, I've dreamt about it multiple times. I thought, I just have to make this video. So when you play a PTB, which is the public test build where we get to test a chapter, you don't get to see the upcoming cosmetics. They just show you the base cosmetics for the characters. So we've only seen Yoichi Asakawa's base cosmetic as well as Sadako Yamamura's base. That's it. So tomorrow, when the chapter comes out, there will predictably be some extra cosmetics that you can buy. And one of the rumors that the data miners have looked through the files and seen was that there was going to be a legendary cosmetic for Sadako Yamamura. Now, a legendary typically will be something that allows the character to change into a different person. Let me show you a couple examples of this. Okay, so we have many different examples of these legendary type cosmetics on survivors. Most of them come with Cheryl Mason from the Silent Hill chapter, where you can change Cheryl into Lisa Garland, Sybil Bennett, or even James Sunderland. Now, for killers, there aren't as many. We have the legendary Crypt TV for the Doctor, where you can change Doc into the Look-See, and we have for the Huntress, the Mordeo. Those are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head that are legendaries. So when the rumor of this legendary cosmetic first surfaced, many people asked me in chat if I thought it would be possible for Sadako to be transformed into Kayako with this legendary cosmetic. Kayako being Kayako Saiki from Ju-On, or you may know it better as The Grudge. I find a lot of people get these two figures confused anyway, and I thought, no, there's not a chance, because would the license holder for Ju-On, The Grudge, want to play second fiddle to Sadako Rising? And would it make sense? I think a lot of people would want to see Toshio, her son, incorporated into her character in the game. And you have to remember that these legendary cosmetics, they may transform the look of the character, but the mechanics stay the same. So, for example, the Crypt TV Look-See still does shock powers like the Doctor, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. But, you know, if we want to get the skin in the game, we have to make that sacrifice. So at first I said, no way, it's not going to happen. But then I looked into it a little deeper, and I saw that the Kadokawa media conglomerate, who's facilitating the license for the Ringu chapter, is very friendly and has done a lot of work with the Ju-On creator. So I thought maybe there's a possibility. And so what would that look like? So you would still have the same mechanic where you would have Kayako now coming in and out of the television sets. Not sure that makes a lot of sense, but visually she'd look different. You'd get to see her face, and since they have the ability to do different voices now, you would be able to incorporate that guttural death rattle noise that we associate with Ju-On, The Grudge. So would that be enough to satisfy people? I'm not sure that it really works. So I thought, I don't know, but immediately I had dismissed it entirely. But then I got a little lukewarm on it and thought maybe just because of the relationship between the creator of Ju-On and Kadokawa. In fact, the Kadokawa company has worked so closely with both of these properties that they went on to make a movie pitting both of these Onryos against one another in Sadako versus Kayako. Now, this started out as an April Fool's joke, but it became a reality with a feature film in which there was a plot hatched to pit both of these Onryos against one another. They're both Onryos, by the way, and in hopes that they would destroy one another and rid the world of both of them. But what winds up happening, spoiler alert, is that, for lack of a better term, they merge into a super Onryo called Sadakaya, and I thought maybe Sadakaya could be the legendary cosmetic here, but I'm not sure that it looks visually different enough to stand out from Sadako herself, so I thought that's not it either. Then a short time later, the data miners revealed that the rarity level of this rumored legendary cosmetic had been changed to an ultra rare. And that's when I had an aha moment. Let me show you some examples of the ultra rares in game here. So let's see. Huntress is one that has both. We have the Mordeo, which is a legendary, licensed from Crypt TV, and then we have Baba Yaga. So Baba Yaga is an ultra rare, and most of these ultra rares, if not all of them, come from public domain urban mythology here. Baba Yaga isn't licensed or owned by anyone. It's just it's public domain legend. Other examples of that would be Krampus here for the Trapper is another ultra rare. And then for the Blight, we have the Charon the Ferryman. Where's that one? Charon the Ferryman here of the underworld from the Greek legends. And the Oni, we have the Minotaur, right? Where's Oni at? Oni the Minotaur is the ultra rare. So these aren't properties that are owned by anyone. These are just anyone can use it. It's public domain legends. So I thought, what fits that archetype for an Onryo? So the first legend that I thought of was the slit-mouthed woman, Kuchisake Onna. But then remembering that it's going to stay within the parameters of that character, does it make sense for her to emerge from televisions? And also, she's known for carrying an oversized pair of scissors, and you would definitely want that to be her weapon. And I don't think we've seen any of the killers transformed in such a way that their weapon is significantly different. So I don't think they would go from Sadako using her cursed telekinetic attack power to scissors in the hand instead. So that wound up getting dismissed pretty quickly for me. But one that does make a lot of sense, and many people even believe that Ringu is based on, is the legend of Lady Oiwa, which goes back 400 years and has been performed in a play 200 years ago to modern times. So Lady Oiwa is probably the most famous Onryo in all of Japan, and I don't want to get too bogged down into the story, but basically a masterless samurai, a ronin if you will, named Iemon, has decided that he no longer wants to be married to his wife, Lady Oiwa. So he plans to poison her, and he slowly poisons her. Some have it that he gives her poison that she ingests. Some have it that they give her a face cream. And whatever it is, she unknowingly uses this poison, which disfigures her beautiful face and makes her hair fall out. And then once she realizes that her husband has betrayed her, she sets out to kill him. But in her weakened state, she winds up accidentally killing herself. And with her dying breath, she curses her husband for this betrayal. He's decided he wants to marry someone else so that he can get wealth. And so when she dies, her Onryo appears to her husband in this ghostly form. And she winds up emerging from lanterns, which really modernly isn't that different from the television set thing. So I think this makes a lot of sense. The attack power being a curse fits, emerging from the televisions being the modern lantern. I mean, we've all got our eyes on screens nowadays. Isn't that far off? So I think this is a good fit for an ultra rare, an urban legend to be an alternate cosmetic for Sadako. Now, this would be something that we have never seen before from a license holder, allowing their licensed character to be reskinned in a way of something that nobody owns, but it could be Kadakawa's way of showing their deference to this legend of perhaps the original Onryo, Lady Oiwa, who died 400 years ago. It's unknown whether or not this story is true about her tragic passing if her husband tried to poison her or not. But this is the urban legend that was birthed out of her death, and many people traveled to her gravesite before they performed the kabuki play that came out 200 years ago based on her story, just to show their deference. So it could be that this is Kadakawa's way of showing their deference to Lady Oiwa too, and they might think it's a pretty cool idea. to have her in the game, touted as at least partial inspiration for the creation of Sadako in the first place. So whether this is just my tinfoil hat on too tight, I have no idea. But this was my pushing all the chips in on this idea as being the thing that it could be as an ultra rare cosmetic. And I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But I just wanted to put this video out there beforehand, just in case. I'd kick myself if I didn't say anything. I dreamt about it 2 times last night. One time I was dreaming about making the video, and the second time I dreamt that it was actually true. So I thought, I have to make this video today, and that's where we are. But we'll find out tomorrow what cosmetics we're going to see with this Sadako Rising chapter, and I'll see you tomorrow live streaming it on Twitch if you want to tune in. I'll be giving away copies of the DLC as well. So hope to see you then. Look forward to all of the contents of this chapter. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog. Until next time, bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.